Our dear viewers, and welcome to our special edition of Africa Today. And I will start from Egypt, where Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates Badr Abdelati held a meeting on Monday, June 16, 2025, with the leadership and members of the Office of the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates as part of his regular meetings to follow up on the workflow within the Foreign Ministry's sectors. More details in the following story.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expats Badr Abdelati held a meeting with the leaderships and members of the Office of the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expats as part of his regular meetings to follow up on the workflow within the Foreign Ministry sectors. Such meetings are meant to enhance institutional coordination and integration of viewpoints among different divisions. During the meeting, the Minister discussed the work plan of the Permanent Committee for monitoring Egyptian-African relations in the coming period. He emphasized the importance of solidifying Egypt's active presence in the African arena through bilateral and multilateral cooperation mechanisms and strengthening Egypt's role in supporting development efforts and achieving security and stability across the continent in line with national policies and directives from the political leadership. The meeting also addressed the national strategy for boosting Egyptian exports. The minister stressed the need to activate economic and commercial diplomacy tools in coordination with relevant ministers and bodies to open new markets for Egyptian products, particularly in African and Arab markets, in order to support sustainable development goals and the national industry. Regarding the Red Sea file, the meeting reviewed the latest developments in the region and emphasized the importance of enhancing regional cooperation to ensure the security and stability of the Red Sea area.
Minister of Agriculture and Land Reclamation Ala Farouk discussed with Mafa Shipita, former international expert at the UN Food and Agriculture Organization FAO, and Bukar Mene, president of the Africa Rice Center, ways for fostering agriculture development strategy in Egypt and fostering partnerships and investments with the African nations.
Minister of Agriculture and Land Reclamation Ala Farouk discussed with the former international expert of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization FAO, Mafa Shipta, and Barker Mana, president of the African Rice Center, ways to bolstering agricultural development strategies in Egypt and fostering partnerships and investments with African nations. Minister Farouk underscored the government's dedication to achieving food security and sustainable development. He emphasized efforts to boost the productivity of strategic crops, improve farmers' incomes, and increase the competitiveness of Egyptian agricultural products in international markets. He also highlighted President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi's directives to strengthen cooperation and partnerships across Africa, reiterating Egypt's role as an integral part of the continent. Farouk stressed that joint integration and coordination are crucial for positive development outcomes throughout Africa. Minister Farouk announced the formation of a committee including members of parliament, investors, experts, scientists to identify ways to encourage Egyptian investment in other African nations. He highlighted the potential for international experts to collaborate with this committee on developing effective strategies. He also stressed Egypt's commitment to involving the private sector in development efforts, citing various measures taken to improve the investment climate.
Our dear viewers, in the eastern stretch of the African continent, the Horn of Africa tells the story of resilience and hardships. Across the dry plains of Somalia and the highlands of Ethiopia and the savannas of Kenya, millions of lives are caught in a crisis that deepens with every passing season.
In the eastern stretch of the African continent, the Horn of Africa tells the story of resilience and hardship. Across the dry plains of Somalia, the highlands of Ethiopia and the savannas of Kenya, millions of lives are caught in a crisis that deepens with every passing season. For years, the rain failed to come season after season. The skies stayed quiet, the crops withered in the fields, rivers turned to dust, and the land cracked under the heat of an unforgiving sun. Families watched their livestock die, their food stores empty, and their children grow weaker by the day. The drought stretched over 5 consecutive seasons from 2019 to 2023, becoming one of the worst in living memory. Then, as if to mock their suffering, the rains returned with fury in late 2024 and 2025. Heavy floods swept across the region, washing away the little that had survived the drought. Roads disappeared, homes were swallowed. Refugees already displaced by drought were displaced again by floodwaters. Fields became swamps, and food that was once hoped for rotten in the mud. In the middle of it all, hunger grew. It clung to families in the cities and villages alike. Over 23 million people across the region now face food insecurity. In the arms of their mothers, children too weak to cry suffer from severe malnutrition. Clinics run low on supplies, and humanitarian workers do what they can, but it's not enough. And behind this suffering is a silent but powerful force: climate change. Global temperatures rise and the weather becomes less predictable, more extreme. The Horn of Africa, already vulnerable from decades of poverty and conflict, bears the brunt of a crisis it did little to cause. Political instability adds to the suffering in parts of Ethiopia. Violence disrupts aid deliveries in Somalia. Insecurity from militant groups restrict movement and access to support. Across borders, people flee, looking for food, for safety, for hope. Yet hope remains. Farmers try to adapt, planting drought-resistant crops. Communities come together to rebuild, and around the world, voices are rising, calling for justice, for climate action, and for a future where Africa is not left to suffer alone.
And moving on now to the current situation on the ground and the Iranian-Israeli war, and to shed light on this development on the ground, we are very much delighted to have with us over the phone Dr. Mohamed Al-Aizabi, our political analyst. Dr. Aizabi, thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Good afternoon, sir, and don't mention it.
Sir, yesterday we have seen some escalation on the ground regarding the Iranian-Israeli war, with the intervention of the Americans by bombing 3 Iranian nuclear facilities in Iran. How do you see this development on the ground, and how it would be affecting the situation furthermore?
Well, all the world knows that United States will be involved in this war, try to save Israel from the destruction which happened by the Iranian rockets, try to prevent Iran to own a nuclear bomb, so that United States Army make so many rockets by P-2 flight, like GBU-57 bomb, and attack the 3 nuclear reactors, Natanz and other Asfahan, and destroyed, as they said, they destroyed the 3 nuclear reactors. Yeah. Although Iran announced that all nuclear reactors are safe, especially all the world, and Iran announced that they transfer the enriched uranium to to other secured places, and Iran announced that they will take revenge from this attack and will attack the American places in the Gulf countries and attack Israel, as happened from 2 hours from now. They send about 30 rockets, hypersonic rockets, to Israel. All Israeli radio announced that they hear many explosions, especially in south and north Israel, so that we, up till now, we will need to know that will Iran will attack again or back to the table of negotiations. But I think that Iran will make a great revenge from Israel about this American attack.
Yes. Sir, do you expect actually the Iranian to close the Strait of Hormuz? We have seen yesterday the Iranians saying that the parliament did approve the closure if the security apparatus in Iran would approve it. So do you believe that this could be applicable on the ground? And if so, what could be the repercussions of such an action?
Well, about Hormuz Strait, which Iran announced that they will close it, I think Iran will make a half solution, like they can close it in front of the enemies of Iran. They can close it in front of the United States of America, from Britain, not fully close Hormuz Strait, because if Iran do that, it will face a great reaction from many countries, especially European countries, who will suffer from this close, especially in economic field. So that I think Iran will not do a fully close to Hormuz Strait.
Yes. So do you expect to witness more retaliatory action and more severe, if I may say, retaliatory actions from Iran after the U.S. bombardment of the 3 nuclear sites in Iran? And we have witnessed also warnings from the U.S. officials if Tehran did attack any of the U.S. facilities or any American citizens worldwide, and that the repercussions would be very severe. What's your take on that, sir?
Well, I think Iran will not will make a great revenge from United States after this attack, but I think this revenge will especially focus on Israel. Iran didn't need to face United States in a great war. She will make this revenge from Israel. They will attack the airports and military sites in Israel. But I think also they will attack 1 or 2 places for the United States in the Gulf War. But all the world know that these places are empty now. United States moved all soldiers, all her soldiers and all her pilots from these sites to other safe places. Can't Iranian rocket reach to it? So it can be like a deal. I will bomb you and you will bomb me, but no injury for here and no injury for here.
Yes.
But the real revenge will be from Israel.
Sir, also U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio urged China to help deter Iran from shutting down the Strait of Hormuz following Saturday's U.S. strikes. Do you believe that we would witness some mediation between Iran, the United States and Israel indeed by other powers like China, like Russians, as also the Foreign Minister of Iran is visiting Moscow today? So are we going to witness some here mediation efforts from other sides in order to stop the war between Iran and Israel?
Well, we will see a great effort, especially from European countries, try to stop this war, to try to ceasefire for this war. Also, China and Russia want to ceasefire immediately. We will see great efforts from many countries try to make negotiations with the United States and with Iran to ceasefire. We know that Benjamin Netanyahu announced yesterday that he accepts ceasefire if Khamenei accepts this too. But Khamenei says that no ceasefire till we take revenge. I think it will take some other times, like 10 days to 15 days before ceasefires. And we will see many attacks from Iran and many attacks from Israel to places in Iran. exchangeable attacks till we reach to the negotiations.
After witnessing all the developments that took place from both sides, the Iranian and Israelis, as well as the intervention of the Americans yesterday, how do you see the situation going on from this very critical point, sir?
Well, this point means that Iran and Israel will have many problems together. Iran need to say to all world that he is a great power. It can save her country. It can save her nuclear reactors. Israel also try to spread her force all over the region. Try to say I'm the only power of the region. So it will raise the conflict between Iran and Israel. No way, or we can't see any light to stop the war these days, but we can see that many attacks will happen in these few days. What happened today from Iran about the attacks by hyper-freaking rocket, hypersonic, is not the real reaction. But it's just try to say, I'm here, tell Iran have the real revenge. I think it will be this night or tomorrow morning. As the foreign minister, Abbas Arati, announced that they will take revenge in 48 hours. So we just wait what Iran will do in the next 24 days, 24 hours.
Dr. Mohamed Al-Aizabi, our political analyst, thank you so much, sir, for your precious input. Always a pleasure. And with that, our dear viewers, we come to the end of this edition of Africa Today. My name is Rabia, and thanks for watching.